Welcome to the Elite Business Academy podcast, the favorite show for business owners and entrepreneurs to get their weekly fix of motivation and knowledge. Discover powerful strategies on how to build a successful business and techniques to create a positive life. And now, here's your host, motivational speaker, business coach, and founder of the EBA, Craig Wilkinson.
Welcome to the Elite Business Academy podcast. My name's Craig Wilkinson. I'm the founder of the Elite Business Academy. And in this episode, I'm going to be sharing with you one of the world's most powerful marketing strategies, a 3-step strategy that if you follow and implement into your business will generate you more quality leads and, more importantly, more profit. Now, I don't know about you, but over the years, I have wasted so much time, effort, and money on marketing that has just not worked. I have tried everything to generate more quality leads for the various different businesses that I've built, grown, and sold. I think at some point, all business owners do have a bad experience when it comes to marketing. We've all had that carrot dangled by web companies and marketing companies who claim they're going to get us to number one on Google, spend X amount of thousands on this website, give us this amount of money for SEO, etc., and we'll get you to number one, only to find out that months down the line, they cannot deliver. Now, I'm not knocking and tarnishing all the fantastic marketing companies out there because there are people that know what they're talking about. But I believe that marketing is one of the most frustrating areas of business. Why? Because it doesn't guarantee and generate results. You've got to spend a lot of time, effort and money on your marketing. And at the end of the day, who do you trust? Who do you use for your marketing? Now, I've wasted tens and tens and tens of thousands of pounds worth of my own money over the decades on trying different types of marketing strategies. Some have worked, but the vast majority haven't worked. Now, it's not the marketing company's faults who've approached me that this has happened. The person to blame for all that was myself. I was the one. Why? Because as a business owner, before we can even start to do what we do, provide the products or services that we do for our clients, the first thing that we should do is learn about marketing. Because at the end of the day, if we're not bringing in the most profitable customers and clients in their highest concentration, then we're not going to have a business for much longer. So it's our responsibility, it's our duty to ourselves and our business to get to grips with marketing. You see, I've learned, I've studied, and I've implemented strategies from some of the world's most powerful and most successful marketeers. People like James Wedmore, Ryan Dice, and Frank Kern. And once I implemented these new strategies into my businesses, I started to generate more quality and more profitable leads. I started getting paid on time. I was making more profit. My reputation in my market started to grow, and we instantly started to attract those ideal customers and clients to us. Grab a notepad and a pen and start to make notes on what I'm about to share with you. This is a 3-step marketing strategy that involves you having the following. Number 1, a social media strategy. Number 2, a website strategy. And number 3, an email marketing strategy. So let's start with step 1, social media strategy. Listen, if you're using social media in the attempt to win more business, there are only 2 reasons why you need to be using social media for your business. Number 1 is for brand awareness, to build awareness around your brand, who you are and what you do. And number 2 is to drive traffic off of social media back to your ultimate sales tool, which is your website. And here lies the first problem, because the vast majority of business owners do not have a social media strategy. They think that banging random posts out onto Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, whenever they've got 5 minutes spare, is a social media strategy. No, it's not. That is what we call winging it. There are 4 simple steps to having a social media strategy. Number 1, you have to have identified your most profitable target market. There is no point in sending posts out to people that don't want your product or service. That is a cold market. Step number 2, the content that you are posting across social media has to be relevant to your target market. So sending random posts out talking about anything and everything is not going to appeal to your target market. Step number 3, having a strategy around how you're going to engage, like, share on your own posts and other people's posts to build up rapport and relationship with that person is imperative. And step number 4 is making sure that these targeted posts go out at the relevant time when your target market is on social media. Now think about it. If your target market has been identified and the posts that you're sending out are relevant, you're constantly engaging and providing value and knowledge to your target market and demonstrating that you are an authority in your industry and sector, and the posts are going out at the right times, that is what a social media strategy is. And once we've implemented those 4 steps into our social media strategy, that is when we will start to get people hooked off social media and get that traffic driven over to your website. Now, step number 2 is turning your website into an inquiry generating machine. And here lies the second big problem, in the fact that the vast majority of websites are not generating quality, profitable leads on tap. And that is because these websites have not got the 16 fundamental features that every website needs on it to turn it into an inquiry generating machine. Features such as video testimonials of your happy customers and clients telling the world how wonderful you are. Knowledge or helpful videos of you giving your valuable knowledge away to help your customers or clients solve problems. So you're building up a rapport and a relationship with people on your website. Demonstrating that you are the authority in your industry or sector by having powerful and creative blog articles and lead magnets, such as download our free ebook and we'll give you all this knowledge, or download this cheat sheet or report that gives something of value away to your target market to demonstrate on why they should choose you over your competitors. Now, these are just 4 of the 16 features that you have to have on your website, but just stop and ask yourself this. Have you got video testimonials? Have you got helpful knowledge videos? Have you got a powerful blog? Have you got lead magnets that you can give away to demonstrate the expert on your website? If not, that is why, or part of the reason why, you're not generating the right inquiries. For the vast majority of people, they might be doing the hard work and driving people and traffic off social media by having the right strategy on social media. But then when we get them back to the website, which should be ultimate sales tool, you're losing people, they're bouncing off because you haven't got the right information and the right knowledge in the right place. Now, assuming you have got these 16 features on your website, one of 2 things is going to happen. Number 1, that customer or client is ready to buy. So they will use one of the call to action buttons on your website, i.e. send us an email, fill in this form, pick up the phone, use the chat box, and they will make contact. If that's the case, job done. You've driven the traffic off social media back to your website and they've made contact. That is a lead, that is an inquiry that's coming to your business. Or number two, they might be interested in the product or service that you have got right now, but they might not quite be ready to buy. They might be 2 months, 3 months, 6 months of purchasing from you. Now, if this is the case, we cannot let them leave your website without capturing their details. And this is where step number 3 comes into it all, which is email marketing. Because if they're not ready to buy, let's not leave them. Let's not bounce off or go somewhere else. Let's capture their details or the details that you want from them, which is mainly first name, email address, so we can continue to market to them over that period of time until they're ready to buy. Now, here's the thing. We're not going to sell to people. We're going to build relationships with people through email marketing. But to capture their details in the first place, we are going to need a lead magnet. And what a lead magnet is something of value that you are going to give away for free on your website as a, let's call it an ethical bribe for somebody to leave their first name and email address that then gets dropped into an email marketing campaign. One of my favourite lead magnets is a free ebook. You have all got knowledge around your industry and sector that you can produce or turn into an ebook. And ebooks don't have to be complicated. They don't even have to be mega long. As long as you're giving valuable knowledge away to your target market that ideally solves one of their problems, they will leave you with their first name and email address in order to get that knowledge. The final step, and step number 3, is creating and having an email marketing strategy. So let me first explain what I mean by an email marketing strategy. Let's assume that potential customer or client has left their details on your website for that ebook that you've promised. The email marketing campaign is going to, number 1, deliver that ebook via email direct into their inbox with the ebook in it. Now, once they receive that, we don't just leave it there. It's now time to continue and build that relationship with that potential customer or client. And again, we're not selling, we're educating, we're building up rapport with that person. So when they're ready to buy, they're going to use us as a company to buy from. So we're going to need an email marketing tool that delivers a series of emails over a period of time. 2 really good ones and that are free are MailChimp.com and Aweber.com. Once you've signed up to one of these tools, it allows you to write a series of emails within what we call a campaign. And these emails are spaced apart by hours, days and weeks at times that you choose to nurture and build that relationship over a period of time. And the content of all these emails has got to be knowledgeable, educational and valuable to that person. What we don't want to do is turn them off straight away by trying to sell to them the minute they've had that ebook, because that's just going to turn people off. So the idea behind the emails that get triggered over a period of time is to build rapport and build relationship up until a point where they are ready to buy. Now, this 3-step strategy is being used by the world's most successful marketeers. I spent a lot of time, effort and money on being trained up on going through their courses to understand the psychology of how this all works. And I'm using this in my strategy. You know, you follow me on social media and you'll see that I'm putting valuable content out to my target market. I'm engaging with these people and I'm building up rapport. They're then coming off social media and heading over to my website to watch the videos, to read the blog articles, to download the free lead magnets. And if they're ready to book onto an event or come onto one of my coaching programs, fantastic. If not, They will drop into an email marketing campaign where they're not going to get sold to. They're going to be educated, and I'm going to demonstrate on why they should use me if they want to build and grow a successful business and life. And at the end of the day, if they don't want to buy or they don't want to come on any of my courses, no problem. At least I've given as much as I can give in terms of value and knowledge away for free that will help that person. So here's what I want you to do now. I want you to go back and I want you to have a look at all the content that you're putting out there on social media. Is it going to the right target market? Is it valuable to your target market? What times are you posting? And are you engaging in people's posts and comments and likes and shares? If not, put together a social media strategy. Then what I want you to do is I want you to go back to your own website and have a look at your website. Have you got the videos on there? Have you got a blog on there? Have you got the lead magnets on there? Have you got enough information and enough knowledge and value that you're giving away for free on your website to build up rapport and confidence in a potential customer and client? If not, go back to your existing web designers and get all these 16 points and features implemented and put onto your website. And finally, what I'd do is I'd encourage you to go and check out MailChimp.com or aweber.com, familiarise yourself with the system and how it works. Maybe have a go at building a few basic campaigns and put yourself into the campaigns as though you're a potential customer and client. And make sure that the emails are getting triggered at the right times and they're not too salesy. Remember, we're not here to sell, we're here to build up relationships and rapport with people because people buy from people that they know, like and trust. People don't buy off people who sell. Listen, pulling these 3 strategies together to form one big marketing strategy is not a 5-minute job. It's going to take time. It's going to take dedication. There's a lot of content to produce. There's a lot of design work to do. It's going to take time. But the sooner you can start it, the better it will be. Even if you just look at your social media strategy and nail that first before you look at your website and your email marketing. If you haven't got the time to do it all in a oneer, stick to one specific area and make sure you get that right and perfect and nailed first before you move on. Because otherwise you'll dilute yourself so thin with your time that you'll not master and get anything ticked off. So there you have it. There's one of the world's most powerful marketing strategies for small to medium-sized businesses. I really hope that you take this knowledge away and you implement it into your business. Remember, for things to change, for things to improve in your business or your life, it means taking massive action. So set some time aside in your diary to work on those 3 strategies. I really hope that you've got some value and knowledge from this episode. And what I'd encourage you to do is head over to our Facebook group where we've got thousands of Elite Business Academy members and our community that are all on there sharing valuable knowledge and swapping contacts between each other to help each other build a more successful and profitable business and life. Head over to facebook.com/groups/Elite Business Academy and come and introduce yourself onto our Facebook group. If you want to send us a tweet on Twitter, our @name is @EBA Circle. That's @EBA Circle. And if you want us to cover a specific topic on our next podcast, why don't you drop us an email and we'll personally respond back to you to find out what some of the challenges you're facing and how we can maybe hook up and do a podcast together. So if you want to send an email to us, it's support@elitebusinessacademy.co.uk. And finally, guys, if you have received value, please leave us a review. Whatever platform or channel you're listening to this podcast on, be great for us to leave us a review so it helps us get found by other people. So that's Craig Wilkinson. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you over on the next episode. Thank you. Thank you for listening to my podcast episode. If you're new to our channel, could I encourage you to hit the subscribe button. Below this video, I've put together a playlist of all the other episodes in our podcast show. And one last thing, if I can ask you to turn on the bell to notify you of future episodes.